right, video's up and running. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. All right, here we go.
Halt.
Shoo.
Recorded live.
This is Senator David Kniezek, thanking you for tuning in to Garden City Community Chat with your host, Carrie Parton.
Good evening and welcome to Garden City Community Chat. This podcast is dedicated to promoting our community and yours, offering news you can use and much more. And now, Garden City Community Chat. Well, hello and welcome to GC Community Chat. This is show number 308 for September the 8th, 2016. We are coming to you live from the chat studio right here in Garden City, Michigan. We want to say hi and welcome to our listeners in Westland, Dearborn, Dearborn Heights, Inkster, Redford, Livonia, Plymouth, and Canton. Thanks for joining us tonight. This is Garden City's only live podcast where we share news you can use and promote our community and yours. I'm your host, Carrie, and joining me tonight is Garden City's favorite weather guy, Doppler Tom Iwinski. Tom, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys today?
Awesome. And also, former Garden City Councilman and longtime resident, Mr. Mike Jones. Mike, what up?
Yeah, everything's going great, Gary.
Good, good.
But they are improving.
All right. Tonight we are happy to welcome back to the show Dearborn Heights Councilwoman Lisa Hicks-Clayton. Lisa will be here shortly to discuss a pretty hot topic around here, and that is the possibility of repealing PA 256, which is the fireworks law. I don't think myself personally I have ever talked to any resident that likes this law or has benefited from it. Have you, Mike?
No, it's a hassle to residents, to small children, to animals, to the police,
Yeah,
to everybody concerned.
It's just a nuisance. It really
Yeah.
is. Tom, you agree with that?
Well, I mean, it all depends on the time of the year. There is a time of the year for fireworks. There isn't
Right.
at some other times.
Right.
But,
All right.
But they abuse it.
Right, they do. All right, so should be a good discussion later on. Tom's going to have the latest weather forecast for us. Boy, it has been a steamy one for sure. Last couple days, we'll see what if that's going to be ending soon. Joy and Holly are back with their 2-minute garden tips. And get this, tonight's topic is something I've never heard of, and that's corn smut. You ever hear of corn smut? Sounds dirty, don't it?
Yeah, I've heard of corn, I've heard of smut, but I've never heard of them together.
That should be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to that. So we'll all find out what corn smut is. And then Mike's going to close out the show with his community announcements for us, as always. So please sit back, relax, grab your favorite beverage, and join us for the next 60 minutes or so. All right, just a quick reminder to mark your calendar for September 22nd when our guest will be Garden City DPS Director Kevin Roney. He'll be making his first appearance on the show, and we'll discuss the latest on the new curbside recycling program, see how that's going, the sidewalk program, our streets. A lot of people want to know about our streets, if we're ever going to get anything done, and much more. So write that date down, September 22nd, right here on TalkShoe.com. You know, we're going to be having several great community events that will be taking place throughout the year, not only here in Garden City, but our surrounding communities as well. Mike will be here talking about a few of them tonight. So Remember, if your community has some great events coming up this year, get that information to us as soon as possible by emailing us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, and Mike will be more than happy to share it with our listeners. Right, Mike?
More than happy.
That's what we're here for, after all, to promote our community and yours. All right, we invite you to be a part of the conversation here tonight. If you have any questions or comments for Councilwoman Clayton or any of us, we would love to hear from you. It's very easy. Just give us a call at 1-724-444-7444 and enter the call ID 82757, followed by the pound sign. Or you can join us in our chat room by going online to TalkShoe.com and search for call ID 82757. That's going to take you right to our main show page where you'll click on the large Join In button. A window will open. Sign in as a guest, and that's all there is to it. Once you're in the chat room, you can type your questions and comments at the bottom of the page, and you'll find our phone number and show ID there as well. If you'd like to text your questions to us, that number is 734-788-9319. We look forward to hearing from you. Now, don't forget, all our shows are recorded, so you can catch us later at your convenience, which several of our listeners do, by going to our main show page where you'll find all 308 shows. Wow, 308 already, Mike.
Yeah.
They're all listed for you in order over there, so please check them out. The audio from tonight's show will be posted on Facebook, on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GCChat about 30 minutes or so after we sign off tonight. So please look for that.
Seems like only a couple of months ago we were celebrating our 300th. Oh, it was a couple months ago.
Everybody's a comedian, huh? We're also doing a live unedited video of tonight's show, so you can put a face with the voice, and that will be made available sometime tomorrow on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/communitychatshow. You didn't hang 10.
Oh, yeah, well, hang loose, as they say in Hawaii.
There you go. Please watch for that, and while you're there, if you like what you see, why not subscribe to the channel? That way you'll be notified when we post future shows. Just click on the little red subscribe button right below the video. All right, we're going to get our favorite weather guy in here, Tom, and see about this steamy hot weather, if we're going to get any relief. And then we'll introduce our guest, Councilwoman Lisa Hicks-Clayton. Okay, let's get a check on the weather with Doppler Tom, see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend. Tom, what do you have for us? Hey, it's a sauna bath out there.
I tell you, one last hurrah of summer, I feel like Mother Nature wants to pull on us.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we just turned the calendar and we're in September, and when you think of September, you don't really think of 90-degree weather. But
yeah,
this week we definitely, especially Tuesday and Wednesday, we definitely had a very hot and humid, especially the humidity was very much over our entire area, and the heat index was
100.
kind of near 100 degrees, which is something that we deal with in the summer, not in September. So I'll get into why it was so hot, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But for the rest of tonight, it doesn't appear that there's going to be any more rain. This cold front is moving through, and it's ending the rain very, very quickly out there, and it's going to start drying us out a little bit more than it has been the last few days. We definitely enjoyed the rain the last few days. It has been a little heavy, a little bit gusty winds, but nothing too severe to bat at, so that's some good news, which is always some great news because you don't want to lose power in this heat. It's just not a good combination. You'll be very crabby in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's definitely, the rain's been definitely helping, and we're going to see some more as we get into the weekend. There's going to be a new system moving in late Friday, but if you have any outdoor plans tomorrow, it's going to overall be a drier day than it has in the last few days, so that's some good news. A little bit cooler as well. We're probably going to not deal with temperatures too warm. We'll probably be in the low 80s with a little bit of less humidity, so that's some good news. But as we get into Friday night, especially overnight hours, and into Saturday, a new system is going to start moving into our region, and it's going to bring us a lot more widespread rain across our area. This isn't going to kind of be a flooding event or anything to worry about with flooding, but it does look like it's going to be a pretty steady rain as we get into the overnight hours, especially early in the day on Saturday. If you have any outdoor plans on Saturday, it doesn't appear that the whole day is going to be raining, but it doesn't appear that it's going to be a great day to be outdoors. It's going to kind of be a cloudy and then rainy on and off day throughout Saturday. So once we get through the heaviest batch in the morning, there's going to be some redevelopment of some rain, but that rain's going to be on and off through the afternoon, and then that's going to wrap up on Saturday night. So overall, an okay day on Saturday. Look much cooler in the 70s on Saturday, so that's going to be nice to feel. And as we get into Sunday, the sunshine's going to reappear, and it's going to get even more cooler, with temperatures dropping into the lower 70s for high temperatures, which is something that we're going to start to enjoy as we get more into fall. And this is just going to be a little bit of a taste of that. And temperatures, as we get into the weekend during the overnight hours, are going to be in the 50s. So that's going to be pretty nice, nice change. And then we have been dealing with those hot, sticky nights. And as we get into next week, I don't really see too many weather systems moving into our region next week. It's going to be overall a quieter week out there, and a little bit of a cooler week than we have dealt with this week. Temperatures will probably be in the 70s to lower 80s all of next week. So not very cool, but not very warm. It's going to kind of be like that pattern throughout the rest of the month, in my opinion. It's not going to be a cooler month. It's going to be a milder month than what we're typically used to seeing. We'll probably be in the low 80s to upper 70s the entire month. So if you don't like if you don't like the heat and humidity, it's not really going to be here for the month. But if you like the heat, and I know some people do, it's not going to go away. So enjoy it while it lasts, because soon enough we'll be looking out the window and you'll see little white stuff falling on the ground, and then the anger will start, and it all goes downhill from there. But other than that, the weather's going to stay pretty warm for this month, so enjoy it while it lasts. Briefly touching on our drought that we have been ongoing with throughout much of the summer, it is continuing to be out there. We don't really see it really diminishing, because it's going to take a lot more rain than what we have been dealing with. Yes, we have been getting rain, but technically we are still in a very small drought. I just wanted to briefly mention that. Mm-hmm. And as we expand outward, not too much weather tonight per se across much of the United States, which is pretty unusual. Usually I have something to talk about, but the tropics have been very busy. Over the Labor Day weekend, and especially before Labor Day, we had the hurricane moving into Florida, which was the biggest story of last week's show. And that hit Florida during the overnight hours last Thursday. It didn't cause too much damage, but it did cause a lot of flooding and a little bit of wind damage. But that quickly moved northeast across the entire East Coast, and it did cause some problems, indirect problems across the Northeast during the Labor Day season, because, I mean, that's a very big, hot summer to be out and about all across the I-95 corridor, but there were some restrictions with beaches and whatnot, but luckily the majority of that storm was just spinning offshore, and it didn't cause much more damage than it did in Florida and Georgia. But that's some good news. And the other side of the pond, not London, but in Mexico, we dealt with another hurricane. This hurricane was Hurricane Newton, and it moved into Mexico, especially around the Baja of California, into that region over the last few days. And that moisture made it up into the United States, and that is why Tuesday and Wednesday were so humid, because of that moisture content from the hurricane. So I just wanted to briefly mention that. That's how all the weather is connected in the world, and it's pretty interesting to think that all our anger about the heat and humidity comes from a hurricane in the Pacific Ocean. But I just wanted to briefly mention that. You know me, I'm kind of weird like that. But other than that, we don't have to really deal with much severe weather across the United States. There's some on and off thunderstorms across the Ohio Valley, which is the remnant of that hurricane, but nothing too crazy or flooding out there. And overall, talking about the tropics now, because we're kind of in the peak of hurricane season, but luckily we don't have anything imminent to worry about, but there are obviously a few areas that we always need to watch and that can always rapidly develop, and you definitely need to be always on alert if you live anywhere on the East Coast of the Gulf, and always have that hurricane kit just in case storms spins up. But if you want to keep tuned to all our local weather information, just go to my website, DopplerTomsWeather.com.
Okay, Tom.
Okay.
Here's the big question. Ann Arbor, Saturday, 12 to 4. Am I going to get rained on? Is there going to be lightning?
Should you take a poncho?
It will probably be raining, yes, but you will probably not have to worry about lightning.
Good.
This is probably going to be more of a rainy-ish, showery rain, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a very heavy downpour, thunderous rain.
Okay.
So, no, I don't think you have to worry about lightning, but you do have to worry about getting your hair wet.
Yeah, well, I don't have that much of that to worry about. But the lightning's a problem, because in the past they've emptied that stadium, and trying to empty 110,000 people out of that stadium is not an easy process.
No. Yeah, for sure.
The last time they did it, we just sat there and got rained on. It says, by the time these damn aisles clear and we can actually get up them and out of the stadium, the storm had passed.
But Sunday's looking good, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely, yeah. Sunday is a very sunny day with much cooler temperatures in the lower 70s. So
I love it. I love it.
Oh, I know
right.
you do, but I know Richard loves that heat.
Yeah, tough, Richard.
Yeah, well, hey,
I enjoyed it this week.
Right.
Richard's moved on. He's a city clerk now.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
Can't worry
Jeez.
can't worry
He's
about
in
what he
AC,
wants.
That's why he likes it.
Right.
Yeah, he's inside AC, you know. Going.
Hey, I want to welcome firefighter Steve is on the line. How you doing, Steve?
Doing great. How you doing, Kerry?
We're doing awesome. Nice to have you on board.
Yeah, I just checked in. Was watching on Facebook for your week of birthday meals. I wanted to at least happy birthday to you.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I had my second one today, so I don't know. I got a couple more left. Mike's over here shaking his head. I love these email clubs.
Carrie's milking this for everything it's worth.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You know, only guy I know who
Hi, it's my birthday tomorrow.
only guy I know who celebrates his birthday for 7 days.
The whole month, man. What are you talking about? All right, let's move on here. Hey, she has been a great supporter of the show, and it's been a little while since she's been here, and we're happy to welcome her back to the show, Dearborn Heights Councilwoman Lisa Hicks-Clayton. Lisa, how you doing? It's been too long.
Hey, I'm doing great. It's great to join you, and yes, it's been too long.
Yeah.
You're right.
So, I think that you are one of the hardest working and busiest people I know in politics.
Absolutely.
I mean, you are just unbelievable the way you go.
Well, I think there's a couple of us out there, so I don't want to take all the credit. And it's a lot of us working together and trying to make things better in our communities. And
Right.
Unfortunately, we're still having a discussion on this Public Act 256, which became effective January 1st, 2012.
Right. I was just
And
going
of
to
course
ask
that's-
you. Yeah,
yeah.
let's,
Yeah.
I don't personally, like I said, I don't know a single person that has ever said they love this fireworks law or even like it for that matter. Let's talk about your event, the Action Day event in Lansing to repeal this.
All right, we can talk about that. And one thing I really want to stress is, hey, we're not trying to be Debbie Downers on fireworks.
No, right.
It's all about responsible legislation and doing things that make sense, because since the Public Act 256 became effective, we have found it to be very challenging
Right,
for
right.
local municipalities. And I know Garden City and other communities, including Dearborn Heights and Westland, passed different ordinances and things that try to control it as much as you can.
Yeah.
But, of course, we can't supersede what the state has said. So fireworks are allowed the day before, the day of, and the day after 10 legal holidays.
But we all know
So
that's abuse, though. We all know that.
And it is abused, and that's where the problem comes into play.
Because we can't enforce it.
So, no, and it's an enforcement nightmare, and that's what I mean when I say it's taxing on local government, and it really is taxing. I can give examples of the call volumes our dispatchers take during these periods of times, the problems that they're encountering. Our officers, our police officers, are out running around trying to enforce things that are really nearly impossible to enforce. And unfortunately, it takes them off the street at the same time, because then they have to correctly dispose of confiscated fireworks.
And not to mention
And
our
so-
firefighters too. I mean, Steve,
Yes.
they're always being called, for something, burns or something, I would imagine.
Burns and fires. We've found that more recently, and take this year for example, there have been suspicious fires started that they do believe were tied to fireworks. One of the things that the City of Dearborn Heights says, well, you have to control what you shoot off. It has to stay on your property. Well, we all know, good luck with that, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
what goes up comes down. Do you have control over it?
Sure.
And it was so dry this year
Very
that we did
dangerous.
a ban because of the safety of this being dry. Well, that didn't help at all.
No,
And so
no.
we did see, even just across Wayne County, we'll just talk about Wayne County, increases in fires, whether it was garage fires or things like that. It was so dry. And it really is an enforcement nightmare. So really what we're talking about is responsible legislation. And you probably know that Senator Knizia, you're familiar with him.
Oh, yeah.
Has a Senate Bill 0450. Henry Yanis, who's a state representative and a former fire chief, has a bill as well.
Mm-hmm.
And a little fun fact. Here's a fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
So this year, and it looks like it was about February 2016, a 12th bill was introduced
12th?
to repeal 12th.
Oh, my gosh.
12th bill to repeal this law.
So where
That's
are all
how
these?
unhappy communities are.
Where are all these bills? I mean, they just die in
They're sitting in committees,
Oh, my
which
gosh.
has been part of the problem that I've experienced. As a council member, I'm organizing an action day
Right.
and leading residents to lobby because we all should be lobbyists, you know, on issues that are important to our communities.
Exactly.
And that's the job of an elected official, by the way, is to be a lobbyist, an activist. So I'm leading residents to teach them how to do that on a very important issue. The problem I have found is that some folks in those committees, like, you know, and I won't name names, but they're not so keen to talk to us.
Yeah. So, what are
Yeah.
you trying to accomplish with this event day? I mean, are there people you're going to actually talk to there, or?
Yes.
Okay.
We have made appointments with our state representatives and our senator, you know, one and the same, Senator David Kniezek, and they were really great about getting back to us, by the way.
Okay.
So I do have to say that. They made appointments very readily, easily. We're there, and that was great. We're also working to make appointments with the committee. It's the there's a regulatory committee, reform committee, and so we are working to get appointments with both. There's the Senate side and the House side. We're trying to get appointments with those chairs. I'm not giving up on that, by the way. They're getting calls from me frequently because we need to get in and see them.
Yeah.
So we're doing that. What I need from residents, what is really, really important, and I can't stress enough, is we need to hear from our residents, not just during the 4th of July or the month of June. We need impact statements. And so I want to share my email address with people.
Okay.
And you don't have to be from Dearborn Heights.
Right.
Garden City, Westwood,
Oh, yeah.
Rhinelander, Inkster. Send me your impact statement and how you feel about this. Now try to keep it a little clean, okay? We're going to go rated PG, okay, or G.
Right. Yeah.
But if you can email me, because that's an important part of the story that we need to share.
What is that
We
email?
need to make it real. So that's something I'm looking for. We hear about impact statements. Yes, we need impact statements. When we go, we're going to be sharing those. They need to, you know, hear the real heartfelt stories because this affects veterans. It affects senior citizens.
Oh.
It affects people with pets. I mean, I have a dog that hides in the closet.
Yeah, mine too. I have to give her a calming
I mean,
pill.
it's just crazy.
Small children.
Yeah, so we're
Small
looking for
children.
those impact statements to take with us, obviously, as well as many municipalities across the state of Michigan, and I think it's well over 30 at this point,
Okay.
have adopted resolutions. In Garden City is one, and Dearborn Heights is another, I know,
Yeah.
that have resolutions to repeal. Dearborn Heights, I sponsored that. In 2012, I did a resolution, and I did it again this year, just because of the sheer volume of increase in complaints, in burns, in fires. Just in this year alone
Wow.
was worth writing another resolution. Wayne County has a resolution that was sponsored by Commissioner Glenn Anderson. And I thank him for that because it kind of led the way for a lot of municipalities. So we really,
on
again,
board.
we need to hear from the residents. I want to encourage them to send their impact letters to me. Write a letter. It's, you know, whatever you feel you need to share, and we will share that.
Lisa,
And I do hope to get some floor time.
Lisa, what about an online petition that people can do? I mean, with social media, I mean, that's a lot of
Yeah.
people on there. Is there anything?
There's been several actually online petitions. There's a lot of online petitions, which are great, and those will be made available as well.
Okay.
And I think I'm not quite sure of one that's out there. I've seen it on Facebook, and
I'd like to get a hold of one. I would.
Who is
Yeah,
the author.
I would promote it if I knew.
Yeah. So I'll send you a link on that, so
Okay.
that way you can share that and post
Sure.
it. So that's good. So petitions are always good. Impact statements and letters are absolutely great. We want to get that out. So, and you know, my email's basically it's pretty simple. It's my name, Hicks-Clayton, HICKS-CLAYTON, the number 4 DH City Council at yahoo.com. So you can just send that to me. If you want to remain anonymous, you can do so. If, it's up to you because, I want you to be comfortable. But definitely that's what I'm seeking at this point. And I'll be sharing that with media sources saying, please let people know you're part of this. Your voice needs to be heard because this is impacting our communities. We are taxing local governments, which are taxed enough with unfunded mandates and things that come out of Lansing, and we're finding it to be a challenge. And this is another piece of that.
Well, go ahead, Mike.
I don't think we want to give the impression to people that we're anti-fireworks. We're
Right.
very much pro-community fireworks.
Yes,
It's
yes.
all these individuals that are abusing this thing that are driving everybody crazy.
Right, and I agree with you. Organized fireworks
Absolutely.
in a safe environment, right? Because when you have a community fireworks show or display, you have people who are trained, who are professional. You have your firefighters there. You have your paramedics, your medical resources are available in case something does happen. It's a better, safer environment. And so, again, we're not trying to be poo-pooing on fireworks.
No.
It's about being responsible. And what we're finding is, even with the law when it was written, the 256, we're talking, this thing goes with Roman candles and bottle rockets and we talk about, well, you have to be at least 18 years of age and you can't be consuming alcohol when you're discharging fireworks. Well, good luck enforcing that. You know?
I got a question.
It's just not written well for us.
The money that all the thousands of dollars that this fireworks is supposed to be generating, is there any of that being provided to the fire departments for education or anything like that? Where is that money going? And is it that much?
My understanding was it was supposed to go to our firefighters for various trainings. I don't know if that's the case, though. Did you say we have a firefighter on the line?
Yeah,
I'm wondering
Steve.
if he might comment on that.
Steve, you want to
If he's aware of
comment?
it. Steve?
Yes, I have taken several classes that have been funded through the state of Michigan fireworks law.
Okay.
Okay, good.
All right, good.
That's good because that's what it was supposed to be.
And
So
is it that much money that's being generated? I've heard pros and cons on that too, where it's not as much as you thought.
That's what I've been advised. It's not as much as they had thought. So,
And the whole rationale was that people were going across state lines and they were getting the business.
Exactly.
And so let's get our share of that money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
right.
We've seen the consequences of it, and
Lisa,
they're not all good.
When you say repeal the law, what does that entail? What are you looking for? What are people looking for? And not a total ban or anything, but just how to enforce it better? Or
no, it's not a total ban. It's more of an amendment revision. There's a state representative, John Churkin, who the former Roseville mayor had submitted, and his bill, by the way, is the 12th one that I was talking about. So with he's looking at changing, dropping it down the number of days. So remember I said right now it's 10 legal holidays?
Yeah.
He's wanting to change it to less days. He's looking at New Year's Day, Memorial Day, and Independence Day. And it would still be the day before, the day of, and the day after. So that gives you a total of 9 days in the calendar year versus 30 days, which is what it is right now. He also wants to make it to where municipalities have a little bit more teeth.
Yeah.
Which right now it's really hard for us because our hands are tied. Because again, we can't supersede the state, right?
Mm-hmm.
So his proposed law would increase the fines for breaking local ordinance. And he's looking at no more than $1,000. But it's important for local ordinances and governments to enforce noise ordinances. See, that's the biggest complaint we're going to get, right?
Yeah.
When the fireworks, the boomers are going off at 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to be able to enforce noise ordinances. And, of course, again, that's a challenge, too. You're chasing your tail trying to figure out where – you ever try to figure out where that noise came from?
Right.
So it's the same challenge trying, well, where is that exactly? And then your police officers have to witness it. And there's some challenges there. So they're working on that with his proposed bill.
Let me ask you.
It's taking it back to being responsible. The other thing we're seeing that needs to be addressed, and I believe Senator Knizik's bill does this, and his is the Senate side, the Senate bill, is the fireworks sales from tents.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
There's a lot of concern there with safety, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they pop up. How safe are they being stored? I mean, heaven forbid if something happens in one of those tents.
Not only that, how many days are they allowed to stay up? And when can they start selling? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've had tents on Ford Road in Garden City. I mean, it looks like blight. I really don't like it. And one at Benoit and Ford Road was up for 7 days or more after the fireworks were, were done, over.
Yeah.
Right. So, see, it creates this environment people describe as circus-like.
Yeah.
And it's an eyesore for the community.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about. We need to really bring some of this control back to our locals. That's what we need to talk about.
I mean, I know they got to have permits, right, through the communities.
Yes. Yeah.
But,
yes. And the state controls that.
Yeah.
So again, like for us, I mean, like what our community does is because you really can't control that necessarily unless, for example, it goes before planning and zoning and there's a problem with parking, for example. Let's say, well, you know what, you don't have adequate parking. It's going to create a problem on this street and for these residents.
Right.
And so that's really what we've been able to do because it's a safety issue now. But again, we need some of this control to come back to our locals. Because it's the locals who are dealing with it, by the way. It's your local municipality police officers and firefighters who are the ones who are responding. That's coming out of our local coffers. And so we need to get some control back. And it's been a challenge for us since that law has been passed.
Now, does any of that money generated go to any of the police departments? It goes to fire. Does it go to any
I thought it went to fire training. I was not aware of it going to police departments at all.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of.
No, it'd be nice if they shared that a little bit, too.
I hadn't seen
Share
that.
the wealth.
Wouldn't that be, but you know what? I can tell you they're running around that, and I remember 4th of July was horrible.
Yeah.
We were talking to our dispatchers, and it was so overwhelming.
Oh yeah, it's just crazy.
Residents were frustrated, and it was just really not a good thing for our community at all. And we're just, trying to work this out again to be responsible and reasonable. And again, you got to talk about safety-wise, and it needs to be a common sense approach to the issue and strike a balance, right? I mean, there's got to be a way because we want people. Hey, I want you to celebrate 4th of July. I really do.
Sure, absolutely.
So we also need to remember other people's right to, again, this is the extreme, but 2 a.m.
Right.
Now you're infringing on my right.
Exactly.
Or somebody else's right.
Exactly. That's right.
So that's what we're talking about here.
Okay. Now, when is this event? September 22nd?
It is September 21st.
Oh, 21st.
It's a Wednesday.
Okay.
Yep. We don't have a lot of days in session in Lansing, so that's one day that they are in session. Okay. And we are making arrangements for transportation, so if somebody needs to ride, there'll be carpooling available.
Okay.
You just need to call me and let me know you're interested. We're going to be meeting at the Carolyn Kennedy Library in Dearborn Heights.
Okay.
And we have our first appointment at 10 a.m., so we're going to need to leave here by 8 a.m. on that day.
Okay.
We'll be there all day. There will be appointments all day. And also I'm going, what I like to do for our residents or whoever attends is we provide a $5 gift card so they can go to Traverse Pie Company.
Oh, nice.
For lunch.
Yeah, a little incentive there, right?
Just a little incentive thing, hey, but it's Traverse Pie Company.
Yeah, I know, you can't beat that.
But we'll have lunch, and again, share the impact statements and letters.
Okay.
As well as bring forward the resolutions from participating communities. So again, I want to make sure wherever you live, you are welcome to join us.
Well, that's going to be a full day for sure. Yeah.
Broken record. Civic engagement.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like I said, this is a great opportunity for residents and businesses, anyone to be involved.
Yes. We do want to encourage everyone, for sure, and to be part of this. And again, it's about responsible legislation, just a modification of the law that hopefully we can all agree on. So that way, some people, if you want to enjoy the fireworks, you still can. But other people who want more peace and quiet, well, they can have that too. So there is, a place in the middle where we need to visit.
Right, exactly.
And that is the goal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mike, you got anything you want to add? Any comments or questions or anything?
No, we're just you go, girl. There's a lot.
Have our full support.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. Let's
we hear it at the
encourage
council
all your
meetings.
listeners to, get involved.
Yeah.
And if they want to write some impact letters or if they want to participate, give me a call.
Yeah, let me read that email back to you. It's Hicks-Clayton 4 DHCityCouncil.com.
CityCouncil@yahoo.com.
Oh, at yahoo.com.
Don't forget that Yahoo. Yeah.
Okay, City Council
sorry.
at Yahoo. Okay.
I couldn't resist.
Yeah. All right, what else you have going on, Lisa? What's going on in Dearborn Heights?
You know what? If it's okay, a different topic, I just
Sure.
want to share.
Yeah.
I've got my Kiwanis hat on frequently.
Yeah.
And
you're talking to two
Kiwanis.
Kiwanis.
Service organization, a global service organization that we focus locally on children and serving our communities.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been working to organize and open the greater area of Westland Kiwanis Club.
Right.
So again, you don't have to live in Westland, but if you do, or surrounding communities, Wayne, Inkster, you're welcome to join us. We're very close to being where we're at the point to charter. But what I want to share is there's a service project that everyone's invited to.
Okay.
And that service project is Wednesday, September 14th. And it's from 6 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
And it's at the Westland Veterans Memorial.
Oh,
So
okay.
what we're going to be doing is we're partnering with the city of Westland as well as the United States Army and their Future Soldiers program and the Wayne Westland Salvation Army to do a cleanup and a revitalization, so to speak. I mean, it's a really nice memorial, but we're going to do some sprucing,
Okay.
spruce it up.
Okay.
We're going to do some cleaning and weeding and trimming and mulching, and everything's going to be provided, so we just need you to show up.
Need the
We're going
brawn.
to have an evening of service together.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right.
So thank you for letting me announce that.
Yeah, and that's February. What was the date again?
No, September.
Oh, no.
I mean,
that's
September.
Did I say February?
I think you
No,
did.
September 14th.
Okay, September 14th. All right.
February 14th is that's for
That-
the honeys and the
Yeah,
your wife
that's my
and
son's
husband.
anniversary. So he
Yes.
never forgets.
We don't want to go there. No, September 14th.
Steve, anything you want to add to this or no?
No.
Okay.
I agree with a lot of the points that she has. I think we definitely
Need to revisit.
need better enforcement
Yeah.
of the ordinance. And
Right.
like anybody else, I'm disturbed by the fireworks that go on till all hours of the night.
Sure, just as a resident, I mean,
And I've had a dog that's afraid of fireworks, so I know the negatives to it. But
yeah.
I guess in my position, I also see the positives that and the amount of trainings that some of these guys have gotten. Departments couldn't afford to put on trainings throughout the state. Are now getting their guys caught up. So I'd like to see something come out of it that keeps that positive while getting rid of a lot of the negatives. So
Right.
and I think that blanket wiping it out is take it piece by piece and seeing what has worked over the years, what hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Exactly.
sounds it's headed, and I think they have the right attitude going into it. So
Yeah, sounds real good, Lisa. Like, you're moving forward the right way anyway. You're going about it the right way.
Yeah, not trying to take away anybody's
No.
enjoyment.
No, absolutely.
It's just the mutual respect approach.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't abuse it. You know what I'm saying? And let's enforce it the best we can.
Yeah. And we need to make it where it can be enforced, where, like I said, I think it's really a challenge for our local governments. Enforcement is just, it's a challenge. It really is.
Right. Yeah, it is. It's rough. All right. Well, if you have nothing else, I want to thank you for coming on. It's been too long, and
Thank you.
don't stay away so long.
No, thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah, anytime. And I shared your event quite a few times on Facebook, so hopefully that's going to start rolling and people to sign up, and you'll have a good turnout.
Yeah. That'll be great, and then we'll report back how it goes.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll do something like Facebook Live when we're there.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Keep us updated on what's happening. All right, Lisa, thank you very much.
All right, Tracy. All right, thanks for having me.
All right, take care.
You guys have a great night.
Yep, you too.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Okay, very interesting. Well, I hope she gets some traction out of that.
Yeah,
What do you think?
absolutely. It's just chaos,
Something that has to be.
and disrupting like she says, it's disrupting a lot of people's lives adversely that because of the abuses that are taking place.
Right.
I don't see why, from my point of view, an individual homeowner needs to be setting off fireworks in a residential neighborhood.
Yeah, and don't you have to have like 200 feet in between or
well,
something, area or something clear?
Yeah, and obviously they don't.
No. You know they're landing on people's roofs and garages and bottle rockets and just so inconsiderate, you know. That's really the thing, you know. I mean, our veterans and pets and kids.
Yeah.
It really needs to be addressed. It really does.
Those one of the things that's a problem is those flaming lantern things.
Oh, those are becoming a real hazard, aren't they, Steve? Those lanterns.
Yeah, the sky lanterns.
Yeah.
Because they go up and you got no control of what happens to them once.
Sure. Go on a
they go up,
tree or
yeah.
catch on fire.
Time and end up miles away. So
Yeah. Not good. Not good. All right. Well, let's move on here. We'll get Joey and Holly in here, and I want to know about this corn smut.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
I never thought of corn as smutty before.
All right. We're going to find out. Let's hear from Joey and Holly.
This is Gardening in 2 Minutes. With gardeners, we have problems with plants, and one of the plants that we have problems with that you may and may not even be aware of the situation or the cause is on our sweet corn. It's called corn smut, and corn smut is easily identified.
It looks like it's a fungus. It looks kind of like a mushroom. It almost looks like soft, like cotton candy, but it has like all these little spores and it's a bunch of different spores like mushrooms. So you can tell it's a fungus when you see it. You know it's a fungus. So what you want to do is, some people will actually eat it. It's known in Hispanic culture to be a delicacy, but you don't want to eat that corn unless you know how to properly cook it or whatnot. So you just want to remove it. And when you remove it, you want to get rid of it. You don't want to put it in your compost pile.
As soon as you do see the corn smut, and you can go to your favorite search engine to correctly identify it, you want to remove it because it can grow to the point where it will pop open and spread by air the spores to affect other ears of corn. Now, the most common reason why this occurs is because of high levels of nitrogen in the soil. For example, as we planted in the same spot 2 years in a row, highly fertilized the area both times with organic fertilizer with a very high nitrogen level. This is the result of it. It can also be a result of a very wet spring with an extended dry period with high levels of wetness again. But that can be determined based on your particular growing area. So know what it is, know how to cure it, know what to do that caused it, and how to prevent it from years to come. For more information on corn smut, our weekly video productions, as well as our free downloadable digital quarterly magazines, you can find all that information at
The WisconsinVegetableGardener.com.
A gardener for all gardeners. For Gardening in 2 Minutes, I'm Joy Baird.
I'm Holly Baird.
All right. Well, I learned something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat anything that can't go in my compost pile. That's for sure.
Yeah, geez.
Oh, my gosh. Eat it? No, I don't think so. Corn smut. There you go. Hope you all learned something. Thank you, guys. All right. That was all right. Let's get Mike in here.
Yeah.
Do some singing. I know you're waiting. You're
I'm
chomping.
waiting.
You ready?
I'm
All right.
ready.
Here we go, Mike.
Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. Yes, that'll be the day.
Okay, it's
when
time
you
for
make
some
me
community
cry. You say
announcements.
you're gonna
So let's
leave.
get Mike in here.
You know
Mike,
what's a
take it
lie,
away.
'cause that'll be the day when I die.
All right.
I
Good
love
job.
it.
Good job.
I love it.
All right, what do you got for us tonight?
Oh, we got a lot of things, Clary. Some old, some new.
Okay.
They're still looking for volunteer drivers for Meals on Wheels and volunteer help at the thrift store at the Maplewood Center. Call 734-793-1850 for more information. The hours are 8:45 to 9 p.m. on Monday through Friday and 8:45 to 5 p.m. on Saturday. Here's one that just appeared in tonight's Observer, Jewelry of the Stars Collection. Orange Jewelers in Garden City and Northville is offering the public a chance to see, touch, and buy prized gems of the rich and famous. From 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., September 16th, Orange Jewelers in Garden City will host an event featuring estate jewelry valued at more than $3 million
Wow.
from the Singer Estate Collection in New York City. If you missed that collection, they're also going to be repeating it in Northville the next day from Saturday, September 17th, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visitors will see one-of-a-kind pieces from the estates of Elizabeth Taylor, Frank Sinatra, Yul Brynner, Mary Pickford, Joan Rivers, Elvis, Ringo Starr, and Barbara Bach, Joan Collins, Jerry Lee Lewis, Lana Turner, Dom DeLuise, Barbara Streisand, Farrah Fawcett, Greta Garbo, Betty Hutton, Bob Hope, Tony Bennett, and other stars.
Wow.
This is the best celebrity collection we've ever had for sure, said Rebecca Lance, Singer Estate Collection spokesperson.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a lot of seeing and touching. I don't know about so much buying.
Yeah, I did.
In
Yeah,
Garden
yeah,
City,
yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
But you never know.
Yeah.
People may have saved up for this. Who
Yeah.
knows?
I just have a feeling that gems from Elizabeth Taylor estate are probably out of my price range.
Yeah, I would say so.
Considering my price range,
You think-
my price range only goes up to one figure.
You think they'll have a little bit of security there for that?
Yeah, probably.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah,
Kind of cool.
and you can read all about it in, as I say, on the front page of tonight's Observer.
Yep, or hometownlife.com.
Yep. Used books will be available at the Garden City Lucky Squirrel Arts and Craft Flea Market on September 17th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., located at the northeast corner of Ford and Middlebelt. The Lego Club. Join the Garden City Public Library Lego Club in their brand new time. Kids ages 5 and up can join us at the library on Monday, September 12th from 3:30 to 5:30 to make their own Lego masterpieces. Legos will be provided. We will also have Lego books for you to look at or check out to spark your imagination. No registration is necessary. Just drop in. The Friends of the Library is having their fall used book sale, and that'll be held on Monday and Tuesday, October 17th and 18th from 9 to 8. Books by the bag will be available on Wednesday, October 19th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you're interested in volunteering, please sign up at the library. Garden City Public Library is your place for books, DVDs, CDs, audiobooks, magazines, computer access, and free Wi-Fi. Throughout the year, we offer a variety of free programs for all ages. Garden City Public Library provides access to ebooks via Overdrive and e-magazines via Zinio. Using your Garden City Public Library card, you will have access to these services from anywhere at any time.
All kinds of stuff over there.
For questions about the library, please feel free to call us at 734-793-1830.
Yes, sir.
If you haven't gotten them already, I think there's a very limited supply, so they will be running out.
Yeah, we didn't get ours.
Garden City T-shirts, proceeds going to the Santaland Parade, are available in green or in black at City Hall, at Maplewood Center, or ordering online for $20 from at www.ink or Pornographic
Incorporate.
Incorporate. That's INKORPORATEGRAPHICS.com.
Incorporate, yep.
/GC thing.
Yep. They're pretty cool too.
Yeah, I saw one on Kiwanis President James, and they do look cool. Mm-hmm. In fact, I had to pay a fine for not having one at the meeting.
He's probably the only one that has it, right?
He was the only one that had it. So
That was a hefty fine.
Yes, that helped the coffers
Yes.
mini 10 cents.
Yes, it did.
Okay, the Outdoor Flea and Food Market has 2 more Saturdays, the 10th and 17th,
Yep.
from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Straight Farmhouse and Garden City Historical Museum on Merriman Road, north of Ford Road on the west side of Merriman. They have something for everyone. Vendors are wanted. Just setup begins at 8 a.m. $15 for a 10 by 10 space. No advance reservations. Payable the day of the market, which is good because these things take place weather permitting. So if
Right.
the weather's bad and they cancel it, you haven't paid up front. So all proceeds go to the museum. Restrictions: no weapons, no offensive pictures or literature, no food or beverages. For information, please call Diane at 734-765-7999.
Yep.
Here we got a new one. Garden City Harvest Market Cruise-In Car Show. No registration required. Show up and show off. It's going to be Friday, September 16th from 3 to 7. Northeast corner of Ford and Middlebelt in the Garden City Town Center Plaza. Bring us your classics, your hot rods, your motorcycles, and cool rides. Come join the Garden City DDA for the opening of their first annual Harvest Market. Enjoy hot food, cool drinks, music, and shopping, not to mention people drooling over your cool ride. Spread the word and come hang with us.
Yep.
The Garden City Gives a Boot, the Lucky Squirrel event at the Garden City Farmers Market on Saturday, September 17th, 2016 will also have a chance for people to donate new or gently used books.
Boots.
Boots
for veterans.
And these will go to the Southeastern Michigan Veterans Stand Down Incorporated. So give a hand up to our local homeless veterans. For questions, call Kelly Bailey at 734-837-7940 or Dave Spiretti at 734-812-1518.
Yeah, Kelly's been doing that quite a while now.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're hoping to get a whole minivan or whatever full of boots to
Yeah.
take down there. So
Yeah, it'd be nice.
and they say that those are the first things that go.
Yep. Especially some warm boots for winter.
Yeah. Lucky Squirrel event itself is Saturday, September 17th, arts, crafts, antiques, and more. The Kroger parking lot, northeast corner of Ford and Middlebelt. Mm-hmm. And one of our big events is coming back again, and that is the Garden City's Downtown Chili Cook-Off, motorcycle and hot rod show. Saturday, October 8th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Hot chili, cold beer, live music, hot rods, motorcycles, petting zoo, wagon rides, miniature golf, face painting, art and craft vendors, and food trucks. Also at the northeast corner of Ford and Middlebelt, parking available to Garden City High School with shuttle service available until 5 p.m. Proceeds benefit the Garden City Goodfellows, the United Needy Family, the Straight Farmhouse, and our home food pantry. For more information, go to www.downtowngardencity.com or call 734-261-2830.
Yeah.
And when that's over, it's not over because there's an afterburn.
Mm-hmm.
Come to the afterburn Saturday, October 8th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. immediately following the chili cook-off, featuring Bonnie and the Working Girls, sponsored by the Garden City Business Alliance, www.gardencitybusinessalliance.org. So that should be a great event.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
We have the Trunk or Treat coming up.
Whew, that is just getting crazy.
This thing is growing in leaps and bounds. We made some alterations in it so that it'll flow a lot more smoothly. So we learned a lot from the first one, and one of the things we learned is you need as many trunks as you can get. So if people are willing to provide a trunk and some candy, then that's great. This is Thursday, October 27th from 5:30 to 7 o'clock p.m.
Weather permitting, another event.
Yeah. And I believe there's no community chat that night.
No community chat that night.
And the Kroger,
Live.
No. in the Kroger Plaza parking lot north of Ford and east of Millbelt. Donations of non-perishable food items for our Garden City Food Bank will be gladly accepted and collected at the event. So hopefully, if we get the hundreds and hundreds of people that came last time, and many of them bring non-perishable food items, that'll be a great boon for the food bank.
Yeah.
Volunteers are needed. Please email Elaine Salter at esalter1125 at yahoo.com to participate or donate candy, or contact the DDA at 734-261-2830. So if you can't have a trunk, but you want to help out, they're going to need candy. So
Absolutely.
So a lot of places last year were running out. A lot of the trunks were running out of candy because it was such a popular event. We had so many participants.
Right. I actually got today word that the Garden City Police Department is going to participate, and they want to donate some candy.
Wow.
And the union, Garden City Police Union, and I also got a count that
How
we're
many
up
trunks have we
about
got?
37 so far.
37 trunks.
Yeah. Last year we had, I think, 45, a little over 45 maybe.
Yeah. And
So-
we have a few weeks to go.
Yeah.
So
we're looking good.
We should surpass that last year number.
We got almost, on the event page, I checked almost 600 going so far.
Wow.
And almost 2,000 interested.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's phenomenal.
And finally, as usual, our Garden City Public Library has many events going on. You can catch their newsletter for
Yeah.
information. Some of those are the preschool story times
Adult stuff.
that takes place on Wednesdays all through September, October, November. The Afternoon Explorers explore a STEM topic with books, crafts, and games. Registration is required. This is on the September 19th, October 17th, and November 14th from 3:30 to 4:30. As a former science teacher, this is something we need to promote
Yeah,
to our
that's STEM.
kids
Yep.
is getting more
STEM
of them
program.
involved in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. These are areas in the future that are going to be crying for professionals and skilled people to participate. So,
Yep.
as I said,
Very important.
they have many more events, but you can catch those on the newsletter. And I want to finally close by saying there was a nice article in the business section of the Observer tonight on Guardian Martial Arts, and highly recommend people take a look at that.
Yep.
That's a good organization. I got 2 grandkids that participate in the Kembo training and so forth, and they're a very active supporter of the community.
Very. Yep. Kelly and Shelby Perkins.
Yep.
Very, very good. Yeah, great article. Check it out. All right, we're going to wrap this up. I want to remind all residents that the next city council meeting is going to be held on Monday, September 12th, 7 p.m. in the council chambers located at 6000 Middle Out Road. They urge all residents to attend. Now we are looking, I just want to, you mentioned, but we're looking for more trunks for the Spooktacular Trunk or Treat. If you're interested, please contact, once again, the chairperson, Elaine, at 734-502-2046. Or, like Mike said, email her at esalter, S-A-L-T-E-R, 1125 at yahoo.com. Now, if you participate or you decorate your trunk to pass out candy, etc., you'll be able to enter the event at 4 p.m. to set up. It starts at 5:30. This is a great opportunity for businesses to get involved in the community and showcase and promote your businesses. 1,500 people is a whole lot of potential customers for sure.
Absolutely.
Now, if you can't do a trunk this year, we will gladly accept donations, like Mike said, candy for the event, and recognize you in any advertising we do, flyers, newspaper, social media, etc. If you're on Facebook, there is an event page under Spooktacular Trunk or Treat 2016 where you can get more information. So please consider doing a trunk for this event. If not, be sure to share this and bring your kids, your grandkids, your neighbors' kids. It's a great event. Oh, and did I mention we'll have some stormtroopers there, as well as the Garden City Fire Department, and I believe the Garden City Police Department will be there as well. You'll be able to get up close and personal with them.
Stormtroopers from Star Star Wars?
Yes, sir.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they were there last year. Remember,
Yes, they were,
R2D2 and all that. Okay, I just want to mention that if you would like to be a guest on our show, it's very easy. Just send us an email at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. We will shoot you some available dates, and that's all there is to it. Maybe you own a business or belong to an organization and you'd like to share your information with us and the surrounding communities. If so, this is the forum for you. Once again, email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com or give us a call at 734-788-9319. We look forward to hearing from you. All right, are you a business owner, resident, or community advocate interested in serving the business community? If so, the Garden City Business Alliance is looking for you. Becoming a member is very easy. Just visit their website at gardencitybusinessalliance.org and fill out the contact page or give them a call at 734-788-9319 for more information. Also, visit their Facebook page at facebook.com/Garden City Business Alliance. So why not consider joining the GCBA and be a part of moving the business community forward? Or better yet, why not come to their next membership meeting, which just happens to be tomorrow, September the 9th at 9 a.m. at the Straight Farmhouse. And that's in the Grand Parlor, 6221 Merriman Road, just north of Ford Road. We thank the GCBA member Mark Hammer and all the folks over at the Straight Farmhouse for hosting our morning meetings. We really appreciate it. So we hope you'll be able to attend. We'd love to meet you and hope that you'll consider becoming a member of the GCBA. Okay, before we sign off tonight, please jot these numbers down. If you'd like to become a volunteer for any of the DDA events, who we host a lot of events with, give Kim or Teresa a call at 734-261-2830. The DDA office is located at 29213 Ford Road. And once again, if you'd like to become a member of the GCBA or a volunteer for any of their upcoming events, please give them a call at 734-788-9319, or once again, contact them through their website at gardencitybusinessalliance.org. Both the GCBA and DDA are working hard on events and dates right now, and we're always looking for volunteers. So contact them today. Well, I think we're ready to call this a podcast. I want to thank our guests for tonight, Councilwoman Lisa Hicks-Clayton. That was a great job, great topic we talked about. Once again, I want to mention if you're interested in going to Lansing, give her a call at 313-348-9848, or you can email her. She's looking for impact letters that she can take with her and read to the legislators in Lansing. You can email her at Hicks-Clayton, HICKSCLAYTON, the number 4DH, citycouncil@yahoo.com. Right, Mike?
Yes.
And she'd love to hear from you. This is on repealing the fireworks law. Also, thanks to my co-host Tom and Mike. Great job as always. Thanks to firefighter Steve for being in the chat room tonight. We appreciate all he does. Thanks to our gardeners, Joey and Holly, and thanks to all our listeners on TalkShoe and to those that will be watching the show on our YouTube channel. We really appreciate your support every week. No. Remember, the audio from tonight's show will be made available on Facebook, on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GCChat shortly after we sign off tonight. And also on our main show page at talkshoe.com, call ID 82757. And look for the video of tonight's show tomorrow on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/communitychatshow. And if you like the show, don't forget to subscribe. Just click on that little red subscribe button right below the video. All right. Remember, the success of a community depends on the community, so please support your local businesses. And if you see something, say something. Look out for one another out there. For all your weather information, be sure to head on over to DopplerTomsWeather.com. He's got a great website over there, very user-friendly. So on behalf of Tom, Mike, Holly, and Joey, this is Carrie saying take care. See you all next week, September 15th, right here on TalkShoe.com, show ID 82757. Be safe and have a great night.
Call recording has been completed.
All right. Thank you, YouTube. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all next week. Bye-bye.